finance is very, very important actually. Every retailer, as I mentioned, have a similar mindset. Everyone want to expand. Everyone want to increase their customer base. Everyone want to increase their portfolio into the store. Increase the store size of the store even. Increase the kind of infrastructure of the store. So the large retailer actually have the financiers are on kind of on their door every day. Sir, ye le lo, these are the solutions. Like we can finance you this way, that way, that way. But these financiers are not able to reach to small retailers. There is no connect, and this connect can happen through embedded finance. And why embedded? Actually, the individual financiers cannot solve a problem because this is a very large base. Every retailer is different in kind of the nature of working and his own behavior and the data is producing. So they might need different kind of solutions. So when we bring embedded finance with lot of solutions on a single platform, it becomes a menu card for him to select and gives him lot of democracy into the entire system.
Right. So would it be fair to say that this is embedded finance is the gateway for smaller and medium-sized retailers to actually really invest in their business and then get free from their working capital troubles, and also on a familiar interface that they're using on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, of course. So embedded finance will bring both side on a single platform actually, and because from the financing side also they also have the same trouble. The small financing and or kind of retailing is very tough for the financiers. So they also need a single platform where they can integrate with large pool of customers and get access to the customers. And same thing with the retailer.
Could you go into a little bit of detail in terms of what advantages a retailer sees in an embedded finance platform and what a platform like ShopKirana gets in return? So, what are the metrics, for example, in terms of average order value, frequency of purchase? What are the core metrics that are impacted because of embedding finance inside, say, a ShopKirana app?
Yes. So the key metrics that actually get increased when we talk about only one thing, that can be average order value, and then there are ingredients actually of average order value. The biggest ingredient is, I think, psychology. So it is like when you use credit card, your psychology is different in terms of making payments and purchases, and when you are not using a credit card, your psychology of buying is different. So when actually finance as a solution is available, I don't think so when retailer is buying on cash and he has limited kind of finance to operate the store, he thinks finance as a primary bottleneck and then make the decision. And the psychology get reversed when he has lot of financial kind of availability of resources. His mindset is about increasing profits for himself if this is not the constraint. So he start buying more range. He start looking for newer brands which he can procure, which are moving slowly sometime, but he would like to invest because he is getting more margin. Earlier he would have refrained doing it actually because there was limited cash or capital available, and he want to rotate it very fast. So it helps into lot of things. One is the variety actually he want to order. The number two thing is actually when he order using cash, he always thinks that I have this much of cash only available, so I should buy this much only. But he goes out of this mindset. And the third, and which is most important, is actually our delivery efficiency also increases because when you buy on credit, you are trust on the platform, and you have some gratitude toward the platform that I am buying on credit. I should respect this guy.
And in terms of your sort of experience, what would you say is the bump on average value that anybody who's implemented embedded finance successfully see on a platform like yours?
Yeah, in last couple of months, I am personally observing it very closely, and within a quarter, I am able to see his kind of top line or contribution on the platform or buying behavior on the platform has grown up by 30-40% in a quarter, which means for me it is kind of doubling his business on the platform within 6 to 8 months. When we started ShopKirana, we were very clear that this guy need two things. One is he need products, and he don't want to pay immediately most of the time. He need capital actually to finance this procurement. So actually, when when we as a platform come and only solve one problem, which is only great vendor, great service level, great catalog, we solve half of the problem, and the remaining half come from the second thing. Until we solve his financial problems, it is half journey done. And I think with this, the lifetime value will obviously double because we are solving both problem now. We have done a lot of POC. In some of the market, we are already doing 5-10% category market shares. So when we reapply that on the size of 500 billion, we think at least 2% we will be able to eat away. So that it becomes a kind of a $10 billion opportunity or potential size for us. And yes, that will happen because at least 2-3% will move to B2B commerce. And as we are dominating player, we are going to eat away that. Now, when we say we are going to be $10 billion, there are two sides of our supply chain. So there are sellers and then there are retailers. So both sides need financing. So it is not only the retailer, because the sellers are also into the business. They are vendors, they are manufacturers, they are distributors, they are traders, they are brands themselves. And the new age brands, so D2C brands, suppose on Amazon today, look for more funds. So the same story will start happening on platform like us. So a brand who is doing 100 crore, they if infused with 20 crore of capital, they might do 200 crore. So the both side will aid to double the size actually. So if we do 10 billion on the platform, the transaction size will be 20 billion actually. And out of that, the conversion rate is also very high. And if we bring product like bringing faith and trust कि मुझे भी मिल सकता है, I think potential is immense.
Great.